Oh, I see. I feel like I'm in the desert and there's pyramids.
Tell me more.
And palm trees in the desert. It feels like, Egypt, like Mediterranean. I feel like I see the Egyptians. That's weird.
What do you notice about the Egyptians?
Everybody's bustling around in the desert. It's weird.
Everybody's hustling and bustling around in the desert. Can you tell me more about that?
I can't tell if I'm on the edge of a town. Everybody's got, well, you know what? Attire seems like what the Romans would wear, maybe. I don't know. Romans in Egypt? I'm trying to see.
It's okay. Can you describe what you're seeing?
They have some kind of like a head covering, kind of like a white or a silver. I can't tell. It looks like a scarf, but it may be more solid. And some kind of chain armor, but this is weird. It's not making sense.
It's okay. It'll make sense later. Just tell me what you see.
So they have like a chain chest thing, head thing with a like band around it, sandals. I see like wooden carts, and that's like spears or something in their hand. There was a flashlight.
What did you notice with that flash of light?
It was like coming from the sky. Is everybody running now? It's dark.
It's dark now?
Yeah.
And did you say, is everybody running now?
I feel like everybody's running. It's like some cataclysmic thing that's hitting the desert. It's huge, whatever it is.
What do you notice about it?
For some reason, I feel like there's a big metal pole thing from the sky that's hit the desert, and everybody's chaos.
You said a big metal pole thing has hit the desert?
Yeah, it's like it went into the sand. It's huge. It went into the sand.
It went into the sand?
Yeah, I'm trying to see the next thing. but it's I feel death and destruction. I can't really see, but I feel like it destroyed everything.
Mm-hmm. And from your point of view, can you take a look down and see what do you see when you look down at your feet? Where your feet would be?
I feel like there's water.
Mm-hmm.
There's water coming over the sand.
Tell me more about that.
And it's rushing in.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're all getting swept away.
And before that moment, did you have a chance to see what you were wearing on your feet? Or if you had anything on your feet?
It feels like just sandals, like...
And what do your feet look like?
They feel like... like big, like man feet, but not brown, more white.
When you look up the rest of your body, what do you see?
I'm wearing like a tunic thing, but have that armor on, like everybody was wearing.
With that chain chest, as you described.
Yeah, and like a white tunic-y type dress, cloth. Okay, I feel like I have a shield and a spear, like not a sword, it's like long like a spear, like it can go in the ground and the top part has a point. I feel like maybe we're an army. This cataclysmic thing is like otherworldly. Like,
how do you feel?
Now I'm feeling like scared, like we're all gonna die, or that we need to run and get away from this. This is weird.
Okay, so what do you do next?
Start running. It's like something's coming after us now. I don't know if it's water or a big metal thing.
Who is with you? You notice you say us.
It's like we're an army. It's like we're
with others with
the
spears.
Same. Yeah, we're all like the same. And it's not like the townspeople. It's like an army. We're all the soldiers. And something has come from the sky, and it's big metal and I feel like it's doing this, like coming after us, and we're just running. The water's coming up. Pretty sure there's no escaping it.
So the water's coming up, and at the same time you notice the metal thing is moving toward you?
Yeah, it's almost like even though it looks like a piece of equipment, it's almost like it's alive. Like it's chasing us. It's destroying the whole area. We're just getting flooded.
see you.
And we're swimming now. It's so much.
Okay.
And there's some mountains, the palm trees.
Okay. And you won't have to have any discomfort as you're observing this. You can even see it as an observer as you describe the events that take place. So you notice some mountains and you notice some palm trees, and you're all swimming now.
And we're kind of drifting towards there. This thing is still coming after us. It's almost like a big metal serpent thing. Okay, I think we reached some rocky mountains. But it's just sort of trying to hang on.
You're holding on to mountain rock?
Yeah. But it's still coming. Oh, I think now we're underwater. I see everyone. I think we're just drowning.
Okay.
That was weird.
Yeah.
They just destroyed the whole area.
They destroyed the whole area?
Yeah, well, I think we're just drowning in the water. I feel like the water's going down now, but we're just drowned. We all drowned, and there's just devastation in that area. Why is it just us? I don't feel like there's any. Well, I guess we're on the outside of any type of town or anything.
Well, whatever happened has already happened, and you're on the other side of it. And from that position, you're able to look back at the entire life and see it all from a different perspective. So every lesson, every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at that life, what did you learn from it? What was important?
I was a soldier. I don't know what we were doing.
Perhaps you can take a look at the surrounding events for a moment and get the context. You can see everything clearly now from this point of view. You see clearly now what the big metal thing was, the water that drowned the soldiers.
I don't think we were good.
You don't think they were, the soldiers, you weren't good?
I don't think so. What we were doing wasn't good.
Can you tell me more about that?
Just a feeling. I don't know why. It feels kind of like Romans, where they come in and just take over everything. That's why it felt like we were out of place. Like we weren't supposed to. Well, we were taking over an area that wasn't ours. But that thing, maybe.
Go ahead.
Maybe we weren't on this planet. I don't know, because that thing was not anything you would see here unless it came from somewhere else and took care of it, like wiped us out. Maybe that's what happened.
What more can you see about that metal thing? Can you see it in more detail? It came from the sky.
Yeah. I feel like it did. It's like a big, like, War of the Worlds type thing. It's like a creature, but it's metal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's huge. Like, the diameter is like 20 feet of whatever that thing, maybe it was its tentacle or something that came out and went into the ground and caused the flood.
Did it go all the way into the ground?
It went pretty far, you couldn't see.
Uh-huh.
And it was so huge around. It just caused water to come into the area. There was water on the where it came from, some sea or something on the other side of it. So
Mm-hmm.
when it did that, it caused a flood to come in and wipe everybody out.
What do you think the purpose was of that lifetime as that Roman soldier?
I don't know. It didn't have. It didn't feel like a good life. It didn't feel like what we were doing was good. But why did I experience it? I don't.
What did it feel? It didn't feel good. What did it feel to you?
Just like you were going through the motions of what you were supposed to do, because that's what you were supposed to do. But it wasn't a happy life.
Mm.
It was lots of war and, I guess, death and destruction, I guess. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
It was okay. I think that it was over.
You're
Because I
okay.
don't have a feeling of, that's what I feel.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that, oh, okay, this has finally ended.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That's what I feel.
Okay. Good. You're doing great. So let's leave that scene. And now let's drift and float to another time and another place that has information for you. So we're going now to another appropriate time and place. And we're there now. What do you see?
I feel like I'm out in the country, there's like a big meadow and maybe farmland. I feel like there's farmers and hay and wagons, and it's almost kind of magical.
Tell me more about that.
Oh, but it feels very Wizard of Oz kind of.
Uh-huh. That's okay.
Yeah, like beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Not like anything you would see here. The colors are very vivid and almost like almost like the trees and flowers and things are animated almost. It's weird.
Can you tell me more about that? It feels like the trees and flowers are animated
I guess
almost.
because the colors, and I feel like they're like alive. That's what it feels like. Like, but you can feel that their energy and emotions. That's what it is.
So you can feel their energy and their emotions.
That's why they feel like they're animated, because I can feel them.
Oh.
And I feel like I'm walking along a road. And everything's communicating with me.
Tell me
I
more
always
about
have that feeling everything's like they're all happy to see me, and I'm walking, and where am I going? I feel like I'm a girl, like, I don't know, like 16 or something, walking, happy.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing like a dress, like a little, it's got a little pattern, a little ruffle, cotton. I have something with me.
And you feel like they're all happy to see you as you're walking down this path.
It's like they're all communicating with me. Oh, here she comes.
What are they communicating?
Just like they're happy to see me. You know, like they'll ruffle their leaves. As they'll blow in the wind, but it's more, it's not just the wind, it's their vibration. But I'm carrying something. It's almost like I'm carrying a sack of cotton or a sack of something, like I'm going somewhere with this sack of grains or cotton or something. Where am I headed? There's a little town. I'm selling this, trading it with somebody in the town. The town's bustling.
So the town is bustling.
Yeah.
And you're selling or trading. Can you tell me more about that?
There's all kinds of people. There's like baker over here, and it's like a market. It's beautiful everywhere. It's like,
is everyone outdoors?
There's little kind of hut type buildings lining this street. And I'm going, I think I have cotton, and I'm trading it where they make it into yarn. Those people.
So you're taking some cotton to have it made into yarn?
Well, I'm selling it to them. They're giving me something in return. They're going to turn it into.
Oh, okay.
So I've just brought it to them, and they're giving me something like money, but it's something we can use to trade. What is it?
What does it look like? Just curious.
I just have a feeling. I don't know why I feel wood. I don't know, wood or I don't know. But I'm gonna go apparently use it to buy something in the market.
So what happens next?
I guess I get whatever it is. Some kind of something to make food with is the feeling I get. Like, I don't know if it's grains or flour or something. And then I'm headed back home.
How do you feel going to the market?
Very happy, playful, friendly. It's a nice little town. And I'm heading back. I guess we live in the country. It feels like Austria or somewhere where they have lots of forest and trees.
Well, I'm curious about your home. Can you take a look at your home now, where you sleep and where you eat?
It's like a little bungalow, like a it's very cozy, like a little cottage, I guess. I feel like my mother's there. She's doing something in the kitchen. I feel like I have a father that's out somewhere in the field. I guess we're farmers or something. I feel like there's a little boy.
See yourself eating a meal. Who comes to the meal?
Okay, it's the four of us. Must be a little brother and my parents.
What do you eat?
Some kind of meat, and there's bread. Maybe some beans.
And what do you eat off of?
Little wooden plates. I'm getting the feeling that we all have like olivey skin and dark hair, or I'm seeing something like that.
Olivey skin and dark hair?
Yeah, or something black is coming in.
Tell me more.
What's the black about? Thinking about a crow. I don't know, that's the black. Little boy has black hair. I feel like we have little bonnets on or something. and the women.
Mm-hmm.
The clothes are kind of whimsical comes to mind, but it's like not like Amish, because it's not following the Amish, but it's a certain peasant wear maybe that you would.
Mm-hmm.
It's all cotton, like some kind of white, like the bonnet,
Mm-hmm.
white. The mom has long dress on.
Mm-hmm.
The dad has overalls. I feel like we sleep on straw. Like it's kind of primitive.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And what do you do with the majority of your time? What do you do with your time?
I guess I help around the farm. I run errands.
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw a dark-headed, I think I have dark hair and
Tell me more.
I'm seeing my face, but I think I'm older
Mm-hmm.
from this scene. Like,
Uh-huh.
and my hair's all up, like in a bun, like an updo, and I feel like I have my eyes are painted, but that wouldn't go along with this.
Yes, go along.
So it looks almost like I've got eyeliner, kind of like cat eye looking. This is different. Why do I keep seeing that? It's like black hair up in a bun.
Uh-huh.
And very pretty face, very striking features, but because they're dark, they just look like makeup. Maybe that's what it is. But I'm older. What am I doing? It's a very, like, sophisticated look. Like, it doesn't go with this scene.
Okay.
What's
happening right now?
I just see my face.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking, oh, maybe I'm at some council or something.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that.
I think I've changed scenes.
That's okay.
I'm at it's a very important meeting
Uh-huh.
with a council. It feels very space-like.
Can you tell me more about how it feels space-like?
I feel like I'm on this is weird. I feel like I'm on a spaceship, in a spaceship, or some room that feels like that.
Uh-huh. That's okay. Tell me more about it.
And there's a I feel like there's a whole panel of very important people, and I look like what I described a minute ago, and I'm listening to them. I'm like, that's why it's very sophisticated. I'm in front of them.
So you're in front of a whole panel.
Is it just me, or is there someone with?
And you're listening to them?
Yeah, I feel like it's not just me.
You feel like someone else is with you listening
There's
to them?
a few of us.
Uh-huh. Tell me about them.
I feel like we're like getting instruction.
Mm-hmm. You're getting instruction.
Telling us their expectations. Like they're sending us on a mission and they're giving us their expectations. We're a whole team of people.
Can you tell me about your whole team of people?
Probably about 15 people, men and women. We're all going to do something. This is weird, but I feel like we're dressed like Star Trek people.
Uh-huh.
Like very simple uniform.
Mm-hmm. How are you feeling?
Like this is an important mission that we're all getting ready to go be a part of.
Mm-hmm. It's an important mission. Can you tell me any more about that mission?
I feel like we're getting ready to leave and go get like on spacecraft and head out somewhere. This is so strange.
Okay. So what happens next?
We all get into these little different spacecraft. And everybody takes off. But where are we going? Mars just popped into my head.
Mm-hmm. So you're all going in spacecraft to Mars?
Yeah, we're in those small ones, and we're all heading to Mars. Okay, we're there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a city, like
Mm-hmm.
in like a space, that's all enclosed.
It's all enclosed?
Like you see in the movies where they're living on a space station thing, but it's big.
Okay.
Okay, so we're there.
What's happening?
We're all like spreading out to different areas, but what are we doing? Now it feels like a covert operation. This is so weird. Just telling you what's popping into my head. Covert operation.
Mm-hmm.
What's the purpose?
Or what's happening? What do you notice?
Everybody's kind of going about their business, but we're kind of moving through, trying to get somewhere. No, we're trying to get someone. I see the face of like a young man, like a young adult man with like blonde hair. Are we like trying to get him?
What does it feel like? What's the first impression?
It feels like he might be being held captive, and we're rescuing him.
Mm-hmm. Now what's happening?
I feel like he's safe. He's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we have him, and we're leaving. I think we're headed back to that place where we were meeting. We have this young guy with us.
Mm-hmm. So you're heading back to the base where you're meeting with, and you're with the young man that you just rescued?
Yeah. Like, who is he?
What happens next?
They're all happy that we're all back.
Did you fly him back in your craft?
I don't feel like I did. I feel like because there was a bunch of little crafts, he was in one of them, but now we're all back in that original place. And everyone is there, and he's there.
I see. To that place that you felt was
a meeting place.
Yeah. Either a space-like or spaceship.
Yeah. Like a bigger spaceship.
Does it feel like it's on a planet? This place that you've gone back to, the original place?
No, it feels like it's just a spaceship floating out in space.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who these people belong to.
Okay.
I feel like they're part of a council, like important people, and this guy.
Is there anything else that happens that's very important to note? What do you notice?
I don't know. It was it. I don't know it. I'm getting confused. So I don't know if we were rescuing him. Maybe someone else went in and rescued. It just felt easy, but maybe I wasn't with the actual team that went in and got him. I was trying to see if it was bad at that place, but I didn't feel anything dangerous. But maybe I was just standing back and not hard, because something made me feel like it was dangerous, but I didn't see anything dangerous. Like, we rescued him from this bad place, but we made it back. I don't know if, like, who he was or why we went to the... He doesn't seem to fit in with all of us. Like, he's different. That's what it is. He's not like us.
What are you like? What are all of you like?
Well, like, I feel like we're human, but I don't know. He's, like, different. I almost feel like it's like he's human and maybe we're not.
Oh.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe. But we look human-like, but he feels more like a human than we do.
I see.
And I guess he was captured and being held there on Mars, but now he's, I don't know, he reminds me
Who does he remind you of?
almost like a American cowboy, like, not like, I don't know, not like us, but we saved him. Who is he? And we took him back to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He was important to somebody, not us.
We'll find out later. So let's leave that scene and move forward to another day in this life we're looking at. In this life where you're some kind of being that looks human but maybe isn't, with a number of important people on the council. So we're there now at another important day. Something important is happening. What do you notice?
Now I feel like we're on a planet, or we're on a planet. And everybody's walking around outside.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's there, like it's some kind of ceremony or party or something.
Mm-hmm. What do you notice about the ceremony or the party?
It's outdoors, kind of like in a gardeny area. He seems a lot taller than the rest of us.
Mm-hmm. What's happening there?
Everybody's just mingling.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a lunch before some event is going to happen.
What's the event that's going to happen?
That's what I'm trying to see.
Your higher self brought you here to show you something. So there's something important about where we are right now. What do you notice?
Just right there in the garden where everybody's eating outside. There's like a building where they're like preparing the food. There's something going on inside too.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bunch of glass windows, and so if I go inside, don't know. I have a feeling that they're giving awards out.
Tell me more.
So there's like a bunch of people inside. There's a microphone. And I just feel like they're going to hand out awards to maybe the team that got him, maybe him. He's somebody. To somebody.
So it's something that has to do with this man, this young man.
Yeah.
And it's something special.
Like he stands out, but he's young. And I don't know if he went to Mars on a mission and got captured and now this isn't making sense. We rescued him and now we're back and everybody's getting awards.
Celebrating sounds like you could return.
Yeah, celebrating returning him. I don't see his connection though. I don't. It's not like he's got family or anything.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We'll find out what's important later.
Like he's just with us right now.
So if anything else significant is happening in this scene, you will see it now. Take one more look around and see how the events unfold.
Oh, for some reason I got King and Queen popped into my head.
Tell me more.
I feel like this is their grounds. This is their land. This is their land. Maybe he's a prince. Where the king and queen. They haven't gotten there yet. That's the feeling I get. It's some kind of very important person, royalty. He's blonde-headed. So we're there with the humans, and we're maybe I don't know.
Doing great. Whatever's important will show itself now. What else is important to know about the king and queen, or about him being royalty?
I guess our people rescued him and saved him and brought him home.
Good. Okay.
I feel like what I get from this is that our people helped the humans. Like we're a different species, race, whatever, similar, but it's like we worked to help them. That's the feeling I get from this.
I see. Okay. So your species helped to rescue this human on this mission. Is there anything else you can tell me about your species?
Well, it seems unusual that if we're from a different planet, that we would be helping these people that are different than us. But that's kind of like the important thing is working together. Like, you wouldn't see that out in the open. Does that make sense? Wouldn't see it.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it was a big deal.
I see. Okay. Good. So we're going to leave that scene, and we're going to move to another important day in this life that we're viewing. This form of human type, but not human species. And we're there now, at another important day, when something significant is happening.
So I'm on another spaceship in a hospital type ship, and I'm working on that in some kind of medical capacity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing different species. Like different little creatures, like different.
Tell me more.
It's like a, I don't know, I don't know if it's really just a hospital, but we have different little beings from different planets and places, and they're all being housed there, and we're like studying them. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like scientists, like, it makes me think of some movie, where they have all those different little creatures.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my job as a scientist, to study them and run tests on them and not hurt them, but just see what they're all about.
Mm-hmm.
They're like little animals. It's really fun. I love it. It's really cool.
Oh, awesome.
That was not what I was thinking going into that.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was a hospital, but it's little creatures, which I love. What a cool job. Wow.
So you research these little creatures.
Yeah, we pick them up on different places, and that's my job. It's just me and other people, but I have my own little area where we study them.
Uh-huh.
That's fun. That's
fun.
cool. I like it.
Great. And is there anything else that's important to notice here where you like this job that you do?
It's weird that I don't know where we come from. Every time I see a scene, we're on a ship or we're somewhere else. I don't know where we're from. I feel like we just float around. I wish I knew who we were.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a happy life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it was, but got to do a lot of, sounds like really cool and interesting things, otherworldly things.
Mm-hmm. Great. Okay, so let's leave that scene And let's move forward to the final day in this life that we've been viewing. Moving forward now to the final day in this life. You don't have to feel any discomfort. And you're there now. What do you notice?
I feel like I'm still on a ship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just much older.
Mm-hmm. What's happening?
And I'm kind of in a bed in a little area, and it's just time to go. I'm much older. And it's the spaceship's just where people live. I don't know if they do anything else on there, but they're big ships, so that's just the area that I'm in. It was a good life. I think it was just time to go.
Mm-hmm. And as you're passing, are you with others or are you by yourself?
I feel like I'm just by myself.
Mm-hmm. Now, whatever happened has already happened, and you're on the other side of it. And from that perspective, you can see the entire life from a completely different point of view. As you look back over that life, what were the lessons you learned in that life? What did you learn?
There was a lot about helping each other.
Mm-hmm.
Research, some of it was research, science. It was different because it was all on a ship. No, I mean, we would go different places, but it's like, I don't know I still don't know where we came from. Maybe we didn't have a home.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's where we lived, was on the ships.
Mm-hmm.
It's very different from Earth life, that's for sure. It was just purposeful is the word I feel.
Purposeful. And what do you think the purpose was of that life?
Well, everything that you did was purposeful. It wasn't like living like now, where we're just kind of existing and nobody's really paying attention and trying to make the most of their life. I mean, as a generalization, everybody had a purpose, and that's what made it meaningful. Even helping a different race, like, I feel like they were really smart, intelligent people, and also giving, helpful people. They I guess some people might think boring, but it was like very, I guess purposeful is the best word. Like everything you did had a purpose to it, you know. It's the best way I can describe it.
Wonderful. Okay, well, let's drift away from that life. We're drifting and floating away from that life, leaving the being there to continue on its own journey. She will find peace. She will find what she's supposed to find. And you chose to bring forward these multiple lifetimes for her to see. Why did you pick the one where she was a Roman soldier who drowned after a strange event from a metal piece?
It was about war and there's no purpose in war.
Mm-hmm.
And it had to just end. Something was able to take care of it, to end it, because the people were causing destruction.
Mm. And what does that have to do with her life today or now?
To see that war is no good. We have to bring ourselves together and stop all the wars and help lift humanity up together and see that we're all one and not staying in this separation that's causing us to fight over and over and over. That's what man does. Destroys itself.
Mm-hmm.
So that life is to show that the role here is to bring humanity together, to help them see from a different perspective that we're all the same and that we have to spread love and I can't find the words.
It's okay.
We have to spread love and come together to bring peace and get rid of all the destruction from the wars.
Mm-hmm.
Destruction to humanity. We shouldn't be fighting ourselves. Because we're all the same. And they've been dividing us.
Who's been dividing us?
Some evil powers.
Can you tell me more about that?
Evil powers, people who've been governing us, people who've been controlling us. We have to break free.
Okay. You showed her another life that was simple. She was in a farmland and she could feel the energy and emotions of all the plants.
This is how we're supposed to live.
Oh.
This is how we're supposed to live. This is how she wants to live. This is how we need to be living. This is how we were created to live. That's what that was.
And what's going to happen when she lives that way that she's created to live?
It spreads. It's like a movement. Where people start to realize that that's how we're supposed to be living.
And what's important about seeing that life now in her life? What's important for her to know?
It's the vision. It's the vision. What she's trying to create, but hasn't been able to see. The other side of it. What it can look like.
How is it going to help her now that she's seen a piece of that?
The vision. Couldn't figure out the vision. Couldn't figure out what my farm was supposed to look like, what I was trying to achieve, and that's the vision. It's beautiful.
She knows that now?
Yes.
So now that she knows what her farm is supposed to look like, what's next?
She can start working on it with the vision of what it's supposed to look like, how it's supposed to function, how it's supposed to create a ripple effect across the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's how people are living, starting to live. Little pockets are building.
And when she was in that life, she saw herself as a 16-year-old girl with a mom, a dad, and a little brother. Were those people, the mom, dad, and little brother, people in her life now?
It feels like they were people in her life earlier in her life, this life, but aren't with her now.
Is there anything important for her to know about that?
There could be people coming in, the little boy. Could be people coming in. Like grandson.
Anything important for her to know about that?
He's gonna love living like that, and he's gonna come in with more information, more information about how we were originally created. Things that we should have had access to, but don't. He will help with that.
And then you showed her another life where she was not a human but looked like one and had a very important mission. Why did you show her that life?
That is I feel like that corresponds wanting to help people. Like she wants to heal people. But that was more of a life of helping people, which I guess is similar. Animals are very important to be.
Yeah, animals.
Yeah.
She was taking care of them as a laboratory researcher.
Yeah, and that I have animals at the farm and want more, and they make me very happy. Maybe the animals are very important. And that's also how we connect with our higher self and with the earth. And
how do we connect with our higher self and the earth?
It's how you treat animals and how you live with them, and because animals, I guess, have been mistreated in the past here, and that's part of getting back to nature and growing the farm and bringing people together. It's something to do with that. Or an important connection with humans.
And she also went on these important expeditions. One of them, she brought back this human who might have been of royalty. What was important about that? How did you show her that?
Saving people in trouble. Royalty, that was an important person. Just rescuing. Maybe it's someone's helping us here. Someone off-world is helping us. I'm not certain.
Okay, well, if that was true, what is important about that? If somebody off-world was helping us, what would be important for her to know about that?
Maybe it's something coming up in the future.
Tell me more.
To help maybe it's something coming up in the future with humanity and helping a certain group of people, or maybe it's helping people understand that we have people off-world helping us. I'm not sure.
So that humans know
that they're not bad. That they're good, that they're helping us.
So if others off-world are helping humans, and want them to know that they're not bad, that they're good.
To not be afraid.
That they aren't bad, I see. So the non-humans are good. Okay.
And to not be afraid.
Is there any connection? I'm just so curious, because her first life, the very first thing she noticed was something coming out of the sky in a flash of light, and this strange giant metal thing falling into the ground, and it seemed like she was in the pyramids in Egypt during Roman times. Is there any connection between that and this final life she saw, where she was a non-earth being helping others.
I feel like that was a time when other beings intervened, but I'm not sure. I feel that was a time otherworldly beings came in to intervene because of the badness that was going on.
Okay.
On the earth.
Okay.
So that was a time that was destructive, but they were destroying themselves.
I see. So that was another time.
Like they had to stop them.
Is that happening anymore? Or they have to stop humans from destroying or from...
Not right. Yes. Actually, yes, it is.
It is. And tell me more.
It gets foggy because there's aliens here that aren't good, but it's hard to know the difference. Sometimes they look like humans, and so there are also humans and aliens working to take those people down. And it's hard to know who's who.
Let's see. What's important for her to know right now about that?
To help people not be afraid.
Okay. Yeah. She wants to know why she has such bad anxiety ever since childhood. What's causing that?
I feel energies. Like she feels energy. And sometimes it's too much.
And what is the... I want to really understand the root cause of this energy she feels that's too much. When is the very first time she experienced this?
When she was little. She feels the energy of people. And she doesn't know how to channel it away, how to handle it. She feels other people's emotions and energies.
And when that first time happened, what was the emotion she felt? What were the emotions that she felt?
Scared. Didn't understand it.
Where did that get stored in the body?
It feels like the brain.
what was important for her to understand about that experience? What was she hoping to learn from that?
It was new, and she needed to learn how to block it, push it away. Absorb it, or maybe block it, like protection, blocking.
Okay, so she was meant to learn from that experience when she was a little kid how to block or push away that energy instead of letting it get stored in the brain?
Yes.
Okay. Does she understand that now?
Yes and no. Yes, she understands it. She hasn't learned how to do it.
Can you help her with that?
I think she needs to meditate, like the white light, like the pyramid that we started out with. A white light of protection to block it.
Okay. Can you tell her what a good way would be to use that white light of protection to block it? Exactly explain it to her.
Cleansing the area, maybe with crystals. And meditating on specifically getting rid of negative energies and always applying a safe white light around her.
And what is she going to notice when she does that?
Things are calmer, quieter. She doesn't feel other people's energies when she walks in a room or she's out and about. It blocks, so she only has protected her own energy.
And what is she going to notice after the session when she starts to do that? What's it going to be like for her?
Much calmer, quieter. So she has her own thoughts and not all the chaos around her.
Well, that sounds like it's going to be so relaxing if she's only containing her own energy and not making space for everyone else's energies.
Yes, it has to be done frequently.
How often?
At least maybe once a week.
Okay. Wonderful. So, when I asked about this anxiety, this is, you suggested this meditation, and I wanted to know if there's anything else she needs to understand so that she can release this anxiety she's had since childhood. Is there anything else she's hoping to understand or learn?
It doesn't pertain to this life.
Oh, What does it pertain to?
The past.
Uh-huh. Is it benefiting her anymore to have this?
No.
Is she willing to release this anxiety?
Yes.
Okay. Can you heal and release this for her now?
Yes.
How are you doing that?
We have to cut the cord of that entanglement and let it be, let it go.
What is she noticing or sensing as you heal this?
Understanding. Calmness. Future, not past. Moving forward.
What will she notice after the session today?
She'll be able to feel it trying to come back in, but she'll be able to block it, move it, not let it in, redirect.
Okay. And when she is able to move it, block it, redirect it, what's that going to be like for her?
Empowering.
Oh. Is this healed now? Is the anxiety gone from her?
She should feel it get less and less. More in control.
Okay. And when's it going to be all gone? We really expect a full and complete healing.
In a few weeks.
Okay. And is there any reason why it takes a few weeks?
Practice. Noticing. Practice.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering, because you gave her sort of an assignment to meditate, right?
Yes.
And she needs to practice blocking the energies?
Yes, it will come.
Okay. Thank you. She wants to know, why is she so angry? Why was she so angry?
She's in a situation where she feels trapped.
Oh. Is that her current situation with her husband?
Yes.
And when did that start?
Soon after the marriage.
And you said she's feeling angry. Where is the emotion of anger being stored in the body?
In the heart.
What was she hoping to learn from experience that anger in the heart?
It's not good for the body. It has to go.
Well, was there any other thing that she was supposed to learn from that experience?
To not let those things in, to not let that behavior in, and drop yourself down with that vibration, that low vibrations. Push that away. It's supposed to be higher vibration to help people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But got caught up in it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just curious, is that the reason why she's been needing to take blood pressure medication? Or is that not related?
Yes, I feel like it is.
Mm-hmm. So she needs to know, what she was hoping to learn is that she needs to not let any of that anger or that behavior in, and to not drop down to that low vibration, because she needs to be at a higher vibration to help people.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Is there anything else that she was hoping to learn?
She's here for a reason, and that serves her no purpose.
Okay. So it's not benefiting her anymore?
No, not in the current state.
Oh, okay. And is she willing to let go of that anger?
Yes, she needs to.
Okay. Can you heal and release that anger now that she understands what it was there for and it doesn't serve her any more purpose?
Yes.
And how are you doing that?
Pushing it all out of the heart. All out of the heart. Start afresh. And don't allow yourself to get back in that situation. Stop it when you see it coming and get rid of it. Push it away.
And what is she sensing as you're healing this?
Like an open heart and a new new open door.
Mm-hmm.
For only just joy. If it's not giving you joy, it has to go.
Mm-hmm. So joy is really important for not feeling anger anymore.
Yes.
Okay, that's so good to know. And what's going forward after this session? What is she going to notice?
She'll be able to notice those things when they happen and stop. Just remove herself from the situation. Only joy and happiness, things that fulfill her in a positive way. Everything else will have to be removed and gone.
Mm-hmm. And will she need to take the blood pressure medicine once she's let go of all this anger and finds joy and works with those energies of helping others?
It should help and get much better.
Okay. Is this healed now? This anger? Is it removed?
I feel like it is.
Oh, good. And it's not going to come back to bother her?
She'll know to recognize it and push it away.
Okay.
It won't affect her anymore.
Okay. Good. Thank you. And she was curious about why she was having heart palpitations for the past few months. What was going on there? was wondering if it was anything to do with the fear she was feeling too, or something else.
I think it's a combination of the fear of being alone in her life and the changes in energies that she's feeling.
Can you tell me more about the changes and energies she's been feeling?
Things going on with the earth.
Tell me more.
And the shifts. She's very sensitive to energies, and she feels more than most people, and so she's very sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to do breathing exercises.
Oh, tell me more about that.
Meditation with breathing to slow everything down.
Oh. Okay. To slow everything down.
The energies, slow the system.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what is she going to notice when she's breathing while she meditates and slows down the system?
Everything opens up and becomes clearer.
Oh, what's that going to be like when everything opens up and becomes clearer?
Be able to see the things that are important, that speak to those that are trying to help her.
Mm-hmm.
She will listen and understand.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And when was the first time she experienced having heart palpitations?
About 20 years ago.
What was the emotion at that time that she felt?
Just a lot of stress in life.
Mm-hmm. And where did it get stored in the body? Stress.
In the heart.
Mm-hmm. Why did she need to experience that, of all things? What was she hoping to learn?
To slow down. Too much stress in life.
Does she understand this now?
Yes.
Is the stress benefiting her anymore, or the palpitations benefiting her?
No.
And is she willing to release that?
Yes.
Okay. Can you heal this for her now and release it?
Yes.
How are you doing that?
Thoughts, breathing, meditation. Pushing it all out. Clearing the heart, clearing the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Getting rid of negative thoughts and negative energy. Clearing it all out.
What is she noticing as you are clearing this all out?
The mind's opening up more.
What is she going to notice later, after the session?
Calmness and peace. Relaxation. clarity.
Is this healed now?
Yes.
And it's not going to come back?
No.
You promise it's completely healed?
Yes.
Thank you. And kind of connected to that, she wanted to know why she couldn't meditate, but you've been kind of giving her all these great suggestions all along to use the safe white light of protection and breathing. Why can't she meditate before she came in today?
Too many outside things affecting concentration, too chaotic, enough to relax and listen and trusting what she's feeling.
What's important for her to know about meditating?
You have to clear the mind and bring in the positive energies in order to maintain the balance. It has to be practiced. Stress of life is not good. You have to clear the mind.
And when she clears the mind, what does she need to keep in mind to clear it? And
positive thoughts, positive energy. What she wants to see happen. The positive things she wants to see.
Okay. Since you gave her those great ideas, will she be able to implement that and meditate successfully after today?
Yeah.
And how's that going to feel?
Very freeing. Opening new positive thoughts and feelings.